everyone, it's Arlene. Today's card I'm making is going to be made using Stampin' Up's Watercolor Words stamp set. I'm also going to be using some of the Lemon Lime Twist. So this is 8.5 by 11 cardstock that is just cut down the middle and then scored using the paper trimmer that we have. And then I've got a piece of Berry Burst cardstock, and this is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. It's going to just be layered onto the front of the card. And then I also have a couple of pieces of some of the new paper, that designer series paper that Stampin' Up came out with this season. It's called the Color Theory Design Series Paper Stack. So it's what's nice about this year, they've made it to where there's no glue at one of the ends. You know how sometimes when you have a paper stack, you look and see what you want and then you've got to tear it out. Well, they didn't do that this time, so they're loose, which makes it a lot easier to just pull them out, especially if you need something not at the top of the stack. So this is two-sided paper, and they have different kinds. So I'll be using one of, it's like a crackle type of look to it, and that one is 5 inches by 3 inches. And then I'm using a piece of this, and again this is 5 inches wide as well, and it's cut at 1 1/4 inches high. So I'm going to set that aside, all of them except for this piece right here, which is what I will be stamping on. And I'm showing you a technique called masking. This is something that's been around for a while, but I have not demoed it lately. And it's fun, and it's quick and easy, but it's also a fun little look. So I'm going to start out using this is the flower stamp right here, and I'm going to stamp it about, let's see, I think I'm going to use the Lemon Lime Twist first. So just ink that up nice, really well, and then let's see about here. I'll just stamp it up on the side of the paper here. Put that up, and then clean off my stamp. And now what I want to do is stamp this stamp in a couple of different colors, but I want it to look like they're grouped together. And so what you want to do is that this is where the technique masking comes in. And what you want to do is just get a post-it note and then stamp your image onto the post-it note, making sure that you're stamping at the top so that the back has the sticky part on the back, and then you'll be cutting that out, and that will be your mask. And that's something that you can reuse over and over again until it kind of loses the stickiness. And you can see I've used this one already before. So this is your mask, and what I do with mine is I just store them in with the stamp set, just on the inside cover there, just put it on and it stays for a while. All right, so then what else you need to do is line it up, making sure that you have, I think, okay, here we go. All right, so you're going to place your mask directly on to your stamped image that you've already stamped on your paper, and then making sure that your stamp is clean. Go ahead and stamp. Let's see, I'll be using the Berry Burst next, and then I'm going to go directly over my image that has the mask on it, and then again clean off your stamp. Now the reds can tend to stain your stamps, just like this has done, but it doesn't harm it, and it doesn't affect the way it stamps. Okay, so the next I'm going to take is the Dapper Denim. Pick that up, and then again I'm going right below, like that. And then when you remove your mask, it looks like your flower that you stamped first. So your first stamped image has the look of it being in front of the others. So just remember, a good rule of thumb is always just remember front first. So whatever you want, the image that you want to appear that it's in the front, stamp that first. So front first. And then I'm just taking the Memento Black, and I've got the Happy Birthday stamp. Since it is, a lot of birthdays seem to be happening in June. We just had my sons and one of my sons and my granddaughters were within like a week of each other. Okay, so we've got that inked up. Stamp that right up in the top there. Okay, and then take some adhesive. This one is the Fast Fuse. I'm going to place that just right on inside there and on top of the Berry Burst, layering that. And then this is some of the pattern paper that is cut at 5 by 1 1/4. I had it at 1 1/2, and then I sized it down to 1 just to make it 1 1/4. Thought it looked a little bit better. Put that on there. Okay. And then we've got a piece of the Berry Burst. This is called the 1/2 inch finely woven ribbon, and this is a new ribbon as well in the catalog. I like to just put a little piece of some adhesive right there in the middle to help it to stay down, and then flip it over and just with some tape just tape it down. Like that, because you'll, oh, look it, see? It's crooked. The nice thing about tape, you can hurry up and just change it if it's crooked. And then I also have my little knot right here instead of a bow. And I'm going to take just a glue dot and put that right on the ribbon. Like that. I think that's so cute. And then fold this down. And if you want to, you can use a bone folder to get that crease just nice and crisp right there so it lays flat. And again, just take some adhesive and adhere the top layer onto your card. Like that. And then these are the glitter enamel dots. These are so pretty. I love these. And I'm going to use them to put them right in the center of the flower. Let's see. Like that, and then you really don't need the other because it's just peeking out from the Dapper Denim, that blue there. And there you have today's card. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope that it inspires you to make something creative on your own. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.